Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Zenless Zone Zero. We are going to get rolling on this today. Got a couple of hours for the stream, and for those of you watching after the stream, and I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at sometime in the evening PM Central Time. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out the streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and there's stuff and things on those if you want to check them out. Otherwise, let's get rolling. There's one thing I have to do here real quick, just in case, because I don't know if I've got logged on yet. Okay, yeah, we were fine. It pops up in the 90% of your email address if you when you first log on there, so that's that fun stuff. Teachmas, welcome, thanks for checking in. Zelda-Lise, thanks for checking in. Anyone else, if you're watching, you can use a channel point to check in and add another sea pancake to your stack. They are adorable and they are kind of fun to stack up, and they look like this. Okay, so ordinarily when we play this, we jump in to doing our dailies and go through all of that stuff. And I start off that way because I was going to say, well, we're not going to worry about that too much this time, but I have already changed my plan midway through saying that. So we're going to go ahead and take care of our dailies here because it shouldn't take too long. Get Anby rolling on this. You know, I go down to the bottom here of our list thinking that these are the newer movies that we got, but I don't know that that's actually how they're organized. So that doesn't really necessarily help us, because I try to do the newest ones as much as possible because they're usually the ones that aren't leveled up, and I'm not entirely sure how we level up our movies. Again, more of those mechanics that I haven't got a clue how they actually work, but they're here and we're here and everything is great. Go ahead and turn that off. Okay. Let's go in there. Let's go get our scratch card from Howl out of the adorable pupper at the newsstand. Yay! We got polychrome. Look at that face. He's so fluffy. Okay, and coffee.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
And skip.
Whenever you feel lost, you can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
No, I think I've got some udon
Ingredients are the
noodles
freshest in the morning. Come, have a bowl of noodles.
in the cupboard that I should mix up. Some of these look like really delicious, like this one here.
Second off.
Yep.
Got your fill. See you next time.
Okay, and then that takes care of those, and we got that. And we could play a game, but there's no chance that we complete all this. in before the end of the week, so that's not really a concern. Okay, daily's done. Let's go talk to Wise and progress our immersive storytelling. Hey, Wise guy. Now that we've sorted out the invitation, let's get some good rest and prepare for the auction. Rest and prepare for the auction. You are about to enter immersive storytelling. You cannot complete missions of other types while in this mode. Continue. Yes. Wow, so much for sleeping. It's always fun watching the bit rate on the stream jump over 10,000. I don't know why I find that so fascinating. It just seems like a very high number. Hello. I'm definitely dressed for the fancy auction. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Yeah, that sounds sweet. As expected, the private suite looks high-end. No wonder the invitation was so hard to get. We seem to be early. Lycon and the others haven't arrived yet. Should we take a look around first? We can also try some fancy desserts and drinks. Meanwhile, a pleading voice suddenly comes from nearby. Please, help me. I really have no other choice. Something's happening over there. Let's go take a look.
Lies, deception, betrayal. I see swirling mist, shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you.
Hello.
Chosen one.
Awkward. Hi, Lycon. Hello. Save me.
You are exactly as I thought you'd be.
What do you mean by the chosen one? Sing, forge, repeat. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for checking in.
Chosen one? What's that? Sounds like something from a tacky novel that was popular a decade ago.
I may need to adjust the message that comes up on check-in so we can have see pancakes explode across the screen every time. That might be fun.
Words can only convey so much, so it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now.
Oh, you also got the you got the first. Good job. I misread that on the first message. Welcome, Kuru. Thanks for checking in. Adding the sea pancake to your stack as well.
But you'll know what I mean soon enough.
I'm concerned on a number of levels.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties. But I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item.
Still made it.
If you point it
Yep.
out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
I don't know if we know in-game what Sienna's connection is here, but I think she's probably not entirely truthful. Tijima missed out too. See, he got checked in just like right as I started up the stream. But maybe he had to run or something. I do not know.
Mom, please don't cry. Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not.
Busted.
Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune
Slime
is not
slurp.
my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted? I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
Huh?
Huh? Are you referring to me?
Refined individual. She clearly doesn't know me.
Yes, you. If you're willing, could you please...
I am not willing.
The auction is about to start. I'm not sure how you gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you?
Hi. The young lady's indifferent gaze turns towards you.
Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled.
Swindled.
I'm Vivian, by the way.
Well, hi, Vivian.
Pleasure to meet you.
I ordinarily would say likewise, but I'm not entirely certain. This meeting has been good. Put away your overflowing sympathy and don't trust so easily. Lycon, save me!
The auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
Voices. The voices in my head are back.
Not much longer until it's mine.
Not a
Dear
chance,
guests,
Vivian.
The auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the venue.
Not much.
Okay, they're just gonna get stuck in a loop, I guess. Are you alright? It seemed you were caught up in some dispute just now. I'm fine. Then I'm relieved. Actually, I overheard parts of the conversation. Forgive me for speaking bluntly, but it's rather strange to have guests like that mother and daughter at this auction. Perhaps, as the mysterious Miss Vivian said, they didn't enter through regular means. There may be more to this. But let's return to the auction. If you're interested in any particular item, you can bid on it. Master will cover the bill for you. Then I won't hold back. Really? Rest assured, Master's budget is quite sufficient. Regular auction items should not be a problem. Unless other parties also set their sights on that item that we wanted. I guarantee that's what Vivian's here for. It's just there would not be the presence and the significance of her tying herself into the story if she wasn't going to cause problems for us. Should that happen, we'll adapt accordingly. I trust in your wisdom. During the conversation with Lycon, a sudden unexpected guest appears beside you. Hello, Curtis! Oh, what a small world. So you've got a new companion today? Where's that obnoxious blonde boy from last time? This, Oh, Curtis, that's the annoying jerk that we told off in the line, I think. He also kind of looks like one of the guys we saved during Trigger's event, Agent Story stuff. but it may just be a similar model. Obnoxious blonde boy? It's a long story. Huh. I didn't expect someone of your caliber to be able to attend this auction. If Master Edmund finds out, he'll make sure to investigate where you got that invitation from. Who's that? You don't even know who Master Edmund is? He's a prominent figure in Tops, with someone with the authority to speak on behalf of them. Master Edmund will also attend the auction, and he has an extremely noble mark on his forehead that anyone who sees it will remember. Why am I wasting my breath? You wouldn't understand anyway. You peasant. You better pray we don't set our sights on the same auction item. You'll have no chance of winning. After exchanging those harsh words, Curtis hurriedly leaves. Master, that gentleman just now seemed very hostile towards you. It looks like you two have some history. However, it's getting late. Let's head into the venue. Auction host. Esteemed guest, please present your invitation. Okay. Your invitation has been confirmed. Welcome to the auction. Please follow me. What are we gonna buy at the auction on the dime of the guy who's hired Lycon? Is it the mayor? I don't remember. It's been too long. Like less than a week. You enter the auction venue. The first half features a variety of items, but none are what you're looking for. There's a strange yet amusing golden bamboo statue. Fortunately, your budget allows you to try bidding for it. Good news is, you only have one opponent. The bad news is, that guy is Curtis. You'll just have to take him down, just like last time. For some reason, that mysterious Miss Vivian also seems intrigued by this bidding and comes to our side.
He may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. Maybe he's not as well off as I thought.
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Try messing with him. Ow, it didn't work.
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan? Surprised to see you at the same auction as us commoners.
This is the top auction in the industry. I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
Go away, Vivian.
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Let's see. It doesn't seem like the mocking and the intimidation worked previously, so let's just financially smack him.
Good luck to you. Host, I increased my bid by 20%.
Get smacked!
Where could you have gotten so many Denny's?
A solid move, but perhaps a bit too costly for me.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price. Seems like it's just the two of us interested in the item. Why don't we discuss this in private first?
Nah, I won't back down.
No matter what, I won't back down.
Get smacked!
Ugh, I didn't expect you to be so determined.
This is the perfect moment to shake your opponent.
I don't understand this this format, I guess, of the interaction.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
Yeah.
Sure is. The money in our pocket is our biggest advantage. Host, I'm raising the bid.
Smack again.
Price is way more than it's worth. Forget it, I'm out.
Bye-bye.
It's a bit overpriced, but it's still acceptable.
You beat Curtis, winning the bid.
Regardless, congratulations on your winning bid. Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit ahead of its time. But as long as you like it, that's what matters. After all, the true value of art is in the love people invest in it.
The next item is truly exceptional. The final creation of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu.
This is going to be the item that we're actually looking for.
The artist's tale is quite fascinating. Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, anyone who loves his work won't want to miss it. Without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million dennies!
That seems expensive.
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
If I'm not mistaken, Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Oof.
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 million right off the bat.
That's $1 billion, sir.
Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, "Don't let your sympathy sway you," then went ahead and bid anyways.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Oh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets.
Oh, there we are. And there's Lycon.
So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon. Its value could double in the future.
I'd advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price tonight.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Our time is almost up at $1 billion. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold for $1 billion.
Strange.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction.
Oh, okay, so that must not have been what we were trying to get for
Please
Lycon's
feel free to
boss.
unwind in the lounge for a bit, as more treasures await in the second half.
Will it be a food truck? Hey, a rather abstract piece of art. It's a B rank. Abstract beauty is still beauty. It's a commission item. Hey, it's Hartman.
The coffee here is drinkable.
Hello. Master Hartman, you've come as well. I have something important to bid on. Curse it, I have no idea who the seller behind this thing is and why they insist on going through the auction process. I want snacks. Vivian.
You have a strange look on your face. Despite her ruthless exterior, she's actually quite kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare think that, would you?
Of course not.
Not at all. That's not what I'm thinking.
You're not being honest, and I don't appreciate deceit. Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness, nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased, because it's nothing more than a common scam.
The item or the attempt to get it? A scam.
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a con artist?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done. No going back, and you end up shelling out a hefty sum for something worthless.
So why did you still bid on it?
So, why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art at its essence sells stories, doesn't it? I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose. That's another lie. Looks like you believed me.
No.
I didn't really believe you.
I don't appreciate deceit.
Let me give you another piece of advice. Appearances can be deceiving. People often mask their true intentions. Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth.
Vivian suddenly approaches, blinks, then silently mouths 2 words. Stir. Proxy? She knows your proxy identity?
I hope next time you'll accept my invitation, and not that of these pretenders.
I'm confused.
I'll see you soon, my friend of many secrets.
Yeah, I'm still very confused.
The second half of the auction is about to begin. Please make your way to the venue.
Sure, let's enter. Apparently I'm a scheme
Ladies
guest.
and gentlemen, welcome back.
Wow.
Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes.
These kind of look like they made... Nah, it's kind of different. Jacket, tie, okay.
Legend has it that, long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear. What's truly fascinating is the unique gem embedded in the collar of this robe. It's unlike any gem I've ever seen. Almost magical.
And that's what we want. Also, look at Pel's face. Whoa. Sacrifice core. Added to the workbench. A weird core extracted from a sacrifice, radiating an ominous aura. Seems to be hiding a mysterious power.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
You don't say that in an auction, because if you say that, everybody's going to overhear you, and you're going to get bid up just for the sake of it.
Such an important item, yet it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy.
Hey, there's Edmund.
There's people of all sorts, whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name.
I wonder which one's Edmund.
Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the
'Cause
name of the Ravenlock family.
this one here is Hartman, I'm pretty sure, so this one must be Edmund.
Yes, I see it.
And I'm speculating that that was this person,
Seems authentic.
maybe.
Of course. I'll keep an eye on it.
After some intense bidding, only 2 contenders remain. You and Hardman, the current head of the Ravenlock family.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long. I believe there is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money.
Okay, so stop bidding and we can be done with this.
So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Maybe I should match his energy.
Is that a suggestion? I don't think we should show our cards right from the get-go. If he's looking to deal, let's listen to his offer.
Perhaps a better question should be, what can you offer me?
Did it work? Yes.
The ball's in my court now. Good. I enjoy conversing with people of sufficient intelligence.
Well, that's fun.
There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
And I definitely don't want to make it any indication that it's not the robe itself, it's the gem on it that I'm looking for. Ooh. That's a difficult one. Definitely not doing 3, because I don't feel like that's the right play. I'm not here for antiques and collectibles. Yeah, let's try it. Oh man.
I'm not a collector, so I'm not into antiques. That robe just caught my eye.
In that case, how about we strike a deal? All I want is that gem. So, if you cease bidding now, I'll take the gem and you can have the rest of the robe. How does that sound?
Not a chance.
He called our bluff.
The Ravenlock family always gets what they desire. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask around.
What a coincidence. As do I. Because I don't think this is any chance of working. Cutting me some slack just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that he would go for. Asking about it being a threat, I don't think that's real wise either. It's more Bell. As do I.
What a coincidence!
Ooh, yes.
I, too, always get what I want.
I didn't get bonked. Get bonked, bag!
You're quite confident.
Get bonked.
You know when to stand your ground. Well done.
Yay! Praise from Lycon.
My time is valuable, my friend. I've already lost a significant amount of Denny's talking to you.
So quit wasting money and skedaddle.
If I offer you a token of appreciation, let's say a hefty sum of Denny's, would you consider backing out of this bid?
Not a chance, broski. Ooh. Turn it back on him. Turn it back on him, yes.
In that case, if I were to give you a hefty sum of Denny's, would you back down?
I fear my price is beyond your means. It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that.
Yes!
All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power.
Look at Lycon. I think that's just the face that he had, but it feels like he's grinning at the fact that I'm actually standing up to this guy, for lack of a better term, this schmuck.
But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
Oh no. Though the mayor gave us a huge sum of Denny's, I have a sinking feeling it won't be enough to outbid this rich jerk.
After a round of intense bidding, Hartman secures the Robe of Heroes at a ridiculously high price.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all.
So that is going to put a damper on things.
Well, I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost won! Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
Beep beep.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to look up?
What happened?
Why'd the lights go
What's going on? The power went out?
Mommy, I'm scared.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's Hugo time.
welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening. Losers always have a lot to say.
That guy looks familiar.
Is that...
Hugo.
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight's show is coming to an end.
Well, that's a twist.
I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief or forget about getting paid tonight!
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too.
Don't worry, Lycon, we know him. Indeed.
Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that... Mockingbird and I have... history.
Funny you should mention that. I'm actually acquainted with him as well.
He might find it surprising, but I know him too.
You do?
You brief Lycon about your encounter with Hugo, and you emphasize that you had no intention of keeping him in the dark.
I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate.
Nice!
Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right. But one night, that all changed. There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy.
That's rough, buddy.
Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
He's a pompous pain-in-the-butt vampire. Despite how he helped me, something feels off.
Though he helped us before, and he seems pretty nice, I can't help but feel something's off. He's a part of Mockingbird after all.
Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo too, No, it's nothing. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape.
Going through a hollow, guaranteed.
However, this path lies within the hollow. Master Proxy, can you...
Yes. Yes, I can. Let's head straight over.
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling super strong right now.
Very well. Please, follow me then.
Yeah. Ooh. I always love the port at night. With the glow of the hollow in the background. Hey, look, a blimp. Sage in a barrel, I think I have some coins for you. Discovered anything new lately? Like those round shiny things that are always being given out as a gift? If you don't have any, you can just bring me some fries. Oh, I just have one. Okay. Thanks for the ether plating. Seagull. You okay, sir? Lycon! Master, it's this direction. We enter the hollow from here. We should be able to track him down. By the way, about your sibling. He's already gone home. That's good to hear. Worry not, I'll ensure your safety at all times within the hollow. You're not going to fight him, are you? Seem to know him well. We were best partners after all. And that won't change. Master Proxy, if you're ready, let's enter the hollow now. We're gonna enter the hollow with our newfound ether aptitude. Run, Hugo.
As I thought, Hugo really is here. When we were still working together, he would often choose routes that were difficult to attack yet easy to defend. Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner.
That's fun. I gotta find my box. Because you know there's boxes.
Extra careful.
There's boxes that need assistance. Cargo containers, that's what I meant. These are some
There are so many ethereals.
different ethereals
They
here.
don't seem to phase him at all.
Bahamut. Can you fix it? Master Proxy, the container console here has been destroyed by Hugo. He really went to great lengths to block our path. But don't worry, once we find the specific container console, we'll be able to repair it. Eeps! Master Proxy, taking care of this container console will allow us to proceed forward. Let's repair it quickly. Yay! Ooh, landmines. He's got some really intense boots. If anybody was wondering. Landmines. Hiya!
Careful, or you'll get hurt.
Oh. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm not going to let you have your way. Sirs. Master Proxy, that's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. Stay calm now. He's extremely familiar with this place. Master Proxy, dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste.
Okay.
Time to hunt. Take this. The mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally.
Which is, hello. What is that delicious looking thing?
Something's not right.
It's a trap.
It feels too easy, almost as if you let us through on purpose.
It's a trap. Called that from like 16 miles away.
Stand still.
What's the rush, my friends? We still have plenty of time.
Be calm now.
We played right into his hands. He's taken the opportunity to run off again. Lycon, don't lose him. I'm terribly sorry. I will catch up to him. If If I'm not mistaken, the direction Hugo just escaped to should be the area above where we first entered this hollow. Master Proxy, let's hurry and catch up.
This
Going
must be the
up.
right way.
Going down?
Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon.
Ooh. Open the door. Open the door. Hugo hasn't gotten far yet.
It should be this way.
Lycon pauses momentarily. In the distance, a group of heavily armed figures emerge.
Are they from the auction? No, they shouldn't be able to track Hugo here. They're likely just hollow raiders. Back then, Hugo would typically retreat into a hollow after securing the goods. And as his partner, I'd be responsible for leading the pursuers astray. I'm unsure if he has a partner now, or who they might be if he does.
Probably Vivian. He must have a new partner.
Well, Phantom Thieves usually have partners, right? He must have recruited a new one.
True. That could make things trickier, as he may have passed the core to his partner. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those hollow raiders for now. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, the clash here might delay us and jeopardize your safety. Our main focus now is locating Hugo and retrieving the gem.
No, I didn't have to fix that.
Move, please. Stand still. He should be nearby.
Run, Lycon, run. Ooh, this is a boss fight. Nope, maybe not. Denied.
Long time no see, traitor.
It was you who broke the oath, not me.
You haven't changed, pompous and self-righteous.
Well, that's neat.
You're beyond reason.
Both of you!
That was so dumb.
Are you all right, Master Proxy? Any injuries?
Fine, I just forgot how tall I was.
I'm fine. I just forgot I wasn't Eos. I thought your attacks would just go over my head. I'm not used to being this tall, I guess.
If not for the for this situation, that phrasing is just super weird.
Rest assured, manager, my blade has always been steady. I'll never point my weapon at my allies, especially not you. As for that oaf, he has no sense of control in the heat of battle, even turning on his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What? Are you denying it? I merely spoke the truth, didn't I?
At that moment, the Hollow Raiders you encountered earlier close in on you. It's like we're teaming up. I thought he said they were heavily armored. Or armed.
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end. If you value your lives, you better hand over all your etheric resources and any other valuables you've got.
I have no conflict with you, gentlemen. I'm here for personal reasons, not to mine ether resources.
Cut the crap.
been a rough day, and we need something to make it right. Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Pay our dough. This is the Hollow. You're not claiming this Hollow as your own, are you? Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct, Mr. Mayflower Watchdog?
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin.
Hugo swiftly deals with the Hollow Raiders.
Oh, help me!
It's funny that the big burly ones got the squealy voice.
Scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! Please have mercy!
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Are you quite done blowing off steam? Don't kill them. I'll hand them over to public security once we're out of.
Who do you think you are to tell me what to do? They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily.
Jealous much?
You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try. I will defeat you. I always will.
And I'm apparently gonna jump in between you, because that's what I always will.
Be prepared to kneel before me.
Oh, we got counters and stuff here. This is a different fight. Damn. Nope.
Beg for mercy. I have you now. Proxy, I did.
Really? Do you two have to do this now?
Cleanup's not finished.
Trying to my apologies, dear manager, but I'm itching to teach him a lesson.
Shut up.
He's on the wall, isn't he? There's quite literally a ledge right there that he very well could have been hiding on. After Hugo leaves, Lycon goes silent, as if lost in his memories.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Young Lycon spotted?
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Hey, they are identified as younger
Of course.
versions.
What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame and power to stand at the top so nothing and no one can imprison us. Isn't that what everyone desires? Or perhaps by faith, do you mean something asinine and empty, like justice, dreams, or friendship? Hilarious. Grow up, Lycon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
Same phrasing.
You just don't get it.
All right, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach you is very simple. I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world, and there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should. But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I have my own path and beliefs, Jack. I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Hey, watch your mouth. If it weren't for Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if one day you found out you were wrong? What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down. Because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Lycon? You've been quiet for a while now.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, imparting his skills and life lessons. But Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints. Perhaps our paths were always fated to diverge.
What caused your split with Hugo?
Okay, I'll admit. I've been itching to ask. Why did you two split up?
Mockingbird, faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks. And one of them was a disastrous one. Hugo, you... Was this you? All this?
So what if it was?
Have you gone crazy? Have you been planning this all along? You'd bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die. Especially my so-called father.
Oof.
I should have killed him a long time ago. A really long time ago. You know what, Lycon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. And for that, I must stain these hands in blood.
Is that thunder in the game, or was that thunder local? Because if it wasn't in the game, that timing was beautiful. Sadly, you guys couldn't hear it.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops.
Sad indeed. Big sad. Hey, that was actually big sad.
We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise, the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
My apologies, Master Proxy, that you had to hear such an unpleasant tale. Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained, especially with his own father. So much so that Hugo wanted to personally put an end to him. After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home. That's when Jack and I met him. And that setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core. We should contact the mayor to plan our next moves.
So not only did the mayor have to pay for our golden bamboo statue, he also didn't get the core that he sent us in there to get. Call goes through immediately.
A pleasure to speak with you again.
It could be better.
Lycon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core.
Oh, well that was slick. How did he have time to do that?
I'll deal with it.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Anything else we can do to help? I mean, we didn't manage to complete our mission.
No. You've done well. It's just not appropriate for you to get involved in what's to come.
We should be able to handle it.
We've been through far more dangerous situations. Plus, we've dealt with Mr. Mockingbird before. So maybe we could help you.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing as you're all people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank.
Hi, Frank. We didn't know your first name before now.
Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Criminal intent?
Sir.
It's so incredibly vague, but also like Lycon knows exactly what criminal intent means.
Lycon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth.
So Lycon knows what the letter entailed.
That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
Nice. Vengeance.
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far seems to support this hypothesis. As you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled if anyone attempts to use it as a weapon. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic. Please promise me you'll keep things confidential.
We probably should have thought about saying that in a video store on the phone, where there is a fairy who monitors everything and dumps it out to the internet. And let us help.
Then let us help out. We can do our part too.
But it's like I said before, it'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu, and as mayor, it's my duty to protect you. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. If she were still around. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further. Please rest assured that we will handle things properly as the administrative authority of New Eridu.
Yeah, we're not going to leave it at that. Guaranteed.
That's right. Master Proxy, please trust us.
So that'll be all for today. Goodbye for now.
And just like that, we completed that, I think. Let me see, one of these buttons gets me somewhere. Oh, nope, we're still burying our tears with the past day. Wise guy! Bell, although the mayor and Lycon seemed reluctant to let us get involved in this matter, we can investigate on our own. That's right. If the warning letter is true, this is a major issue concerning the safety of New Eridu. Sacrifice, Exaltus, Bringer? There might be a deeper secret behind all of this, and it could even be related to our teacher. No matter what, we can't just sit back and do nothing. But before that, let's find some time to discuss our tactics properly. But for now, let's call it a day. Feels like too much has happened. By the way, did you notice that Hugo's Mockingbird disguise is just a mask? The mask is enough to conceal his entire identity. It's the Clark Kent effect. Sounds a lot like a certain classic character's glasses. Yes! Yes! That's awesome. Enough jokes. Let's take some time to rest. After a sweet, refreshing sleep, you feel reinvigorated. Let's discuss how we're going to investigate the Exaltus. Let's start by investigating Bringer. Yes, I agree. The Commissioner's hasty closure of the case is a bit suspicious. Well, that's suspicious. We should definitely find Zhu Yuan and get more information first. I'll go investigate at Pubstep. I'll leave it to you then. Come back soon. I'll gather some information on the Internaut. You are about to enter immersive storytelling. You cannot complete missions of other types while in this mode. Continue. Yay. Okay. We're only halfway there. Oh, yeah, there's that. Shark Roll 1, the more karaoke coupons, the better. Where are we at? That's who we already talked to. Ooh. Chaotic fried rice. Lucy. Aw, I can't. That's not fair. Wanted to level up our friendship with her so she can run the video store for us. Not that Ambi's doing a bad job or anything. I just wanted to give Ambi opportunity to take a break. Yeah, that's it.
I'll have to work overtime to finish this mission report. You're here.
Hi. No, it's you. What can I do for you? I wanted to ask about Bringer. You saw the news, I'm sure. The commissioner closed the case citing personal misconduct. I already found it strange and wanted to investigate further, but there's been a lot of obstacles. It's as if there's a hidden force that doesn't want me to get involved in this matter any further. That sounds suspicious. Yes, but it could also be my sensitive position. As far as I know, after the case was closed, the items left behind by Inspector Bringer were all sent to Hollow's Special Operations for processing. However, those items have already been screened within the Bureau, and there's nothing suspicious about them. If you're still worried, you can go there later and ask. Also, my colleagues at PubSec, most of us have worked with Inspector Bringer to some extent, so they might know something. I would love to investigate with you, but I've been busy lately. There's an organ trafficking case recently, and some rather odd missing persons cases as well. No worries, I'll investigate on my own first. Alright. Just let me know if you have any questions. Right, let's talk to people here. Peaceful Public Security Officer. I still love their tie. I don't know why the green and blue checkerboard thing style is fascinating to me, but I like it. Hello, how can I help you? Do you know Bringer? You mean Inspector Bringer? Oh, no, he's not Inspector anymore. I'm not very familiar with him, but I did help organize the things he left behind. Looking at it now, I guess they can be considered his estate. Is there anything special about them? Special? No, just very ordinary things. However, I heard from other colleagues that Bringer had a notebook he never parted with. But I couldn't find this notebook in his belongings. It's probably lost somewhere. Anyway, everything has been sent to Hollow Special Operations. I think it was Section 6? Maybe it's because the higher-ups suspect there's a mole in PubSec. Well, that's convenient. We happen to have many moles in Section 6. And hello, citizen. Is there anything I can help you with? Did you know Bringer? And Mr. Bringer, I know. I once caught him in the bathroom, secretly recording his to-do list for the next day with a tape recorder. And probably worried that he would forget otherwise. And Nune, is human memory really that short? Or was it just Mr. Bringer? I don't think Mr. Bringer was very short. And Nune. However, if there had been others in the bathroom at the time, Mr. Bringer probably wouldn't have done that. And Nune, it's because I'm a Bang-Boo that I happened to witness something like this. That's Bang-Bootiful news. Hello, weathered public security officer. You got Adidas stripes in your hair. Is there a problem, citizen? Do you know about Bringer? About Bringer? Wait, you're not a reporter, are you? Of course not. Oh, good. Boss has told us not to talk about Bringer, probably worried about reporters being careless with what they write. I really don't know why he turned out this way. He used to be a good person. Many years ago, after he came out of a hollow, his entire personality shifted. I thought it was because he was injured in the hollow, or had witnessed something terrible. But that operation was very successful. He rescued many citizens from the hollow, and emerged completely unscathed. How strange. Do you have any other information? I remember now. Seems like Bringer's had memory issues for a long time. Bringer has, I guess that apostrophe's technically right, but also that makes it look possessive when it's not. Because it's a contraction of the word bringer and the word has, which would drop the ha and then apostrophe s. But conventionally, I don't think that's necessarily an accepted Oxford way of apostrophizing. I made that word up because that's what we're doing. Look at me criticizing their syntax and then making up words. What is wrong with me? Bringer's had memory issues for a long time, always forgetting stuff. Back then, we even suggested he keep a diary or something. Though I'm not sure if he ever listened to us. I don't know anything more than that. After inquiring, you gather a lot of information about Bringer. You should share this information with Zhu Yuan and agree to meet at Hollow Special Operations. Looks like I still need to check the items left by Bringer. I'll head to HSO now. "7 seconds. In about 7 seconds, I'm going to fall into that large black mass. That's a hollow. You should avoid them whenever possible. But me? I have no choice. Because I'm a member of the Cunning Hare's Odd Job Agency. Andy Damara." Look at the chungus of a cat there. Look at him go. He's so thick. He's got like 4 C's. No, he's got like 7 C's. Wow, does that mean the Earth is extra thick if it has 7 C's? Rim shot. Hoshimi Miyabi? We get to see the Hoshimi Miyabi? Hello, Sokaku. I said hello. I said hello. Why do you not want to talk to me? Okay, I'm not really here.
Today's training.
Yes. Oh, got nothing else? Okay. You're here. Yes, I am. Zhu Yuan has already told me about the current situation. We've already found all of Bringer's belongings. Nothing unusual so far. I heard he had a notebook. I heard he had some tape recordings. There are indeed a few tapes. They're all here. Our colleagues have already listened to these tapes. They're just routine meeting minutes and simpler recordings. Nothing out of the ordinary. After carefully inspecting the tapes, you find one that feels heavier. Feels a bit different from the rest. Wow, I smushed those words together. Seems a bit heavier? You need to play these tapes again? There shouldn't be any need for that. These recordings have already been reviewed by both Hollow Special Operations and PubSec, so there shouldn't be any issues. There's one that's heavier than the others. There might be something hidden inside. Indeed, the weight of this tape is different from the others. Let's take a closer look. Can I talk to you now? Fine. After carefully examining the special tape recording, you discover that there seems to be an encrypted message within. I see. This must be the reason for its weight. But how can we decrypt it? I know a fairy. I can try to crack it. Boom! Hammer time. Then we'll leave it to you. Oh, cool. I'm actually playing Hacker Time. Click when the circles hit the circle. Bloop. Oh, yeah. Bloop. Oh, yeah. And a bloop. I win. I win again. I'm an expert tape cracker hacker guy person. S rating. Nice. You did it, as expected. Looks like there's new content that can be played on the tape now. That's interesting. I didn't know secret information could be hidden this way. And you guys call yourselves investigators. What secret? Sokaku wants to know. Zhu-Yuan, are you nervous? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this. After all, he put so much effort into hiding it. There really might be an answer inside. Should we listen to it later? No, I'm prepared. No matter what, I have to face the truth.
All right, let's get started.
Now, see, Bringer was like her direct mentor, I believe, if I recall correctly. And so that's part of why it makes sense that she would be apprehensive about figuring out what actually happened. The cassette that Bringer left behind starts playing.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words.
So I was thinking when they talked about him doing the big thing and then coming out of the hollow unscathed, that perhaps he was a clone of sorts, a mimic, so to speak, where it wasn't really him, but it was somebody or an ethereal or something that was taking his place, and then Bringer actually died a long time ago, and that's why Bringer did the glowy hand thing. Creator, refine me! Or whatever the phrasing was on it. Oh, also random sidebar that's going to be completely confusing for any of you watching after the stream that weren't here for yesterday's Flashback Friday stream. The guy's name is Cement Toss, not Cement Head. I was blending two heroes together. If you're confused about that, you'll have to watch the episode that of Flashback Fridays that was April 25th, the April 25th stream VOD. So yeah, that's a fun little twist for you. Good luck. It'll be out several weeks after this one, probably, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. It may actually already be up, so call it an Easter egg hunt.
I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape.
That's what happened. See, he gave away his equipment, and then he became a corrupt cop.
Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of Ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily, I managed to defeat the Ethereals, but the wounds and corruption I sustained in doing so should be fatal. I don't mean to cast the blame at all here, and if any of my colleagues ever pick up this cassette, I hope that nobody is ever held accountable. It's just human nature. It's normal. I just have a few regrets.
Regrets?
Oh, what's that over there?
Saying that into the tape, like, we can see what he's looking at. You hear a long, raspy, and creepy noise. Noise!
I've seen a miracle. Yes, that thing is right. So long as humanity is in constant conflict against the Hollows, we'll never be able to grasp true power. Only by embracing everything. It's the only way. Only by embracing this power can everyone survive. Oh, Creator, please grant me this!
The room is left in complete silence as the cassette finishes playing. Zhu Yuan, in particular, looks crestfallen. You okay, Zhu Yuan?
Are you okay, Jiyuan?
Yuan.
Don't be so sad.
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little...
I mean, we knew, because we watched the guy literally transform into the manifestation of the evil hand goblin, which hopefully we'll find a name for eventually, but other than just the creator. So, yeah.
Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording? Whatever it was, he called it a miracle.
I saw the mission report from that incident. Bringer emerged from the Hollow unscathed, completely free from injury or corruption.
But on the recording, he was obviously very corrupted and very injured.
Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the Hollow together with them.
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard. Which one is the true version of events?
I think the audio is probably more likely to be accurate.
It's possible that both are true.
Because after the audio was when the other events occurred.
Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
Sorry, just noticing that the frame always cuts off Hoshimi Miyabi's ears.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists. I'll keep pulling this thread and see where it leads.
I never expected the investigation to lead to this, but what exactly are the Exaltists plotting? Regardless, it's time to head back to the video store and rest for a bit. And then I'll think about the next steps. Ooh, Miyabi's scroll? Oh. That's not the button I wanted. Hold on. I mean, it is, but not yet. Miyavi's Miyavi's desk is littered with scrolls, and the parts you can make out appear to be secrets of clan swordsmanship. Should we unroll one and take a look? Sure, take a look. Of course, we can't just rummage through her stuff. I want to, but not right now. Okay, so, alright everyone, it's time for me to take a photo of the wrong thing. Flip this around. Oh, I gotta be in front. That's less than ideal. Wow, a plant. Okay. Here and here. Let's do this button instead. Flip. I need a wide angle camera. This seems so out of place. Yeah, that's good default. That's a keeper. Okay. See you later, guys. Yes. I would like to leave. Oh, that's right. I have to be escorted in by the guard. All these ramps must make it fun to leave. These cars are nice. So blocky. And then we're just parked in here crooked with our splayed wheels on the back. Seriously, you gotta get those U-joints fixed on that thing. It is not in good shape. Oh no, it's a Vivian. Run away.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
I'm scared. Bye-bye.
I've been... We meet again, Master Proxy.
I mean, I don't think we've technically met for the first time in our Master Proxy form, so... Just saying.
I imagine you've already managed to gain some info from the conspirators.
I don't know what you're talking about.
About some people who wish to use sacrifice to launch an attack on New Eridu.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Why would you tell her you know about that?
How do you even know about that? I only just found out myself.
Because I've been watching you this entire time.
Is this the physical manifestation of Fairy? Has she materialized herself, used the scanners, and somebody get that reference? It's so incredibly vague, but it's also one of the greatest shows of all time.
I know many things, but unlike those hypocrites, I'm willing to share info with you to show my sincere hopes of working together. I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Not a chance. Not a chance. No. I don't even know who you are, Vivian. You just show up out of nowhere, talk spooky, and sound like you're also a vampire, like Hugo. And then you want to get involved in our story? I mean, come on.
Bringer's belongings. Did he even leave anything behind?
Oh, he did. I have complete confidence in my intelligence network. All the more reason for you to work with me. You've probably already guessed, but what Bringer left behind will be crucial for cracking the alleged sacrifice attack. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
Who do you mean by they?
Who do you mean by they?
They.
The Exaltists, of course. They're always lurking whenever something related to sacrifice comes up. Actually, the Exaltists and I, we have a bit of shared history. But no more than that until you officially agree to work with me.
I'm still not sure.
I'm still not sure.
What's not to be sure about? We both share the same goal, and I won't harm you.
But you've got the crazy eyes going on right now, and I'm a little bit concerned. What's not to be sure about? Huh? I won't harm you. I won't harm you. You can be certain of that. Right? Right? Also, I'm loving this microphone arm. The fact that I could just zoom it wherever I want. It's as much as it's in the way all the time, the like 3 times that I can do something fun with it like that, it makes it almost all worth it. My headset microphone, I couldn't have done that. It wouldn't have been as dramatic. Wouldn't have felt right.
By the way, might I ask, you're not proficient at in-hollow combat, are you?
No, I can't fight. I'm a proxy after all.
Well, that's not really what proxies do.
As I expected. Not to worry. You're an invaluable proxy. All I require is for you to guide me.
Guido, pit stop. Oh wait, no, that's not.
I mean, not
right.
even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows.
Oh boy, do I have a bombshell for you, Vivian, and you thought you knew everything. Hang on. What did you just say?
Hang on. What did you just say? Your darling Lord Phaethon?
That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridu. Lord Phaethon.
She is fangirling so hard right now.
Don't tell me you don't like him.
Him? It's not that I don't like him.
It's not that I don't like him. It's just, it's a little complicated.
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, then that means you do like him, right? And I know exactly how you feel. My love for Lord Phaethon is really complicated too.
This is so weird.
Great, you're a fan of Lord Phaethon too. But that makes sense. All of New Eridu ought to be fans of Lord Phaethon.
She went from spooky vampire girl to like stereotypical squealing fangirl in a matter of seconds. No, I'm not a fan of Phaethon. I am Phaethon. I bet that's where that one's gonna go, and that's why I'm gonna pick it.
How should I put this? I'm not really a fan of Phaethon.
Watch her face, cause she's gonna be shocked.
I get it.
Or not.
You're ashamed. Because you love him so much. I went through a phase like that once. But it's okay to be brave and admit your love. Relax. I'm with you as you make your journey, fellow fan.
This is equally awkward and adorable. After inexplicably joining Vivian's informal fan club, you listened to her go on and on about her love of Lord Phaethon for nearly an hour.
Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself. Look at the time. I suppose that's all for today then. I'll be in touch with more news.
I was so caught up chatting with a fellow fan that I almost forgot why I'm here. I found out where the remainder of Bringer's belongings ended up. They should be hidden in a hollow in the outer ring. I'll need to make some preparations. Let's meet up in Blazewood later. Don't worry. I'll protect you, Proxy. I won't let you get hurt. How did you know we were Proxies? Because... I gathered information from my intelligence network, of course. She was gonna say Hugo told me. That's the only H person that we know in this place. I may look this way, but I've got a pretty impressive job, and I know many secrets. Many secrets. Since we agreed to work together, what's the deal with you and the Exaltus? I must foil the Exaltus schemes. Whatever they're planning, I'll stop them. This time, I absolutely cannot. Look, it's just, think of it as my personal beef with the Exaltus. Whatever the case, we're on the same side here. It's getting late. I need to go back and make some preparations. See you in Blazewood. Vivian leaves in a hurry. She seems rather reluctant to disclose her relationship with the Exaltus in detail. Belle, are you sure you want to head straight into the Hollow? Maybe we can use the old method and connect the Eos instead? That would be the safer option. But if we connect the Eos, Vivian might recognize us. After all, she's our fan. Let's just go in. If you insist, Belle. Alright then. But if anything happens, make sure you stay safe. Even though we can stay in touch at any time, I still worry. Vivian will protect me. I will protect you too. If anything happens, I'll get back up for you immediately. Alright, let's take a break for now and wait for Vivian to contact us. After some time, a message from Vivian arrives. Time to head to Blazewood and meet her. Cool. Are we still in our, Part A era? Okay. How is, the store running? Supposed to be ready for... Oh, wait! Wait! We are... Nope, we're in action. Maybe we can't. Let's try. Can we invite Lucy? Invite. No! I want to hang out with Lucy. Blazewood upper level. Do you see what I see? Do you see them? Do you see them? Hello, it's Anby and Trigger!
Proxy, you're here too.
Yay!
I didn't expect to run into you here.
Hello, Trigger. We don't actually know Trigger's code name yet, because let me flash back to some details of the past. When the proxies were first starting out as proxies, there was a number of events that occurred pertaining to Trigger and trying to find her comrades. I won't go into the full story of it. You can check out that episode. It was not, well, Silver Song Zero was the explanation for Anby's current appearance. Silver Song, sorry. And then Trigger was Sights of Asphodel. Something of Asphodel. One was the name of her banner, and one was the actual questline. So she was one of the first significant quests that commissions, maybe, that the proxies had, and it was a huge thing, and she ended up rejoining the defense force because of it, and that's where she currently works with Oval Squad. But at that moment, she was going to tell the proxies her true code name, because she had withheld it previously, because she didn't. You'll have to watch the video to get the full story. And the proxies are like, now hold on just a moment, don't do that yet, because we're on different paths, and it might not be great to overlap quite so much right now, because we were still growing and potentially working slightly outside of the law, and she was going to work for the military, and that was not necessarily ideal. And she's like, well, I'll always remember you and cherish the time that we spent together, and next time we meet, I'll tell you my true code name. And the proxies agreed, and so that was kind of what leads us to this interaction here. This is our first actual time in recent days of meeting with Trigger. They're both adorable. So, Anby slightly more so, but hey. I didn't expect to run into you here, as she said. What are you two doing here?
What are you two doing here? And is that a new look I see, Anby?
Because it's very different from her green and black. Now this is weird, and maybe it's because we sequence broke a little bit by doing their events before this, which is weird because Trigger's event was set in the timeline of at the start of the Faith and story, and Anby's event was set significantly later. Maybe just before this, but it shouldn't be. Maybe it was concurrent with this. But the proxies interacted with Anby in her current uniform during that event, so they should be familiar with it.
I'm here to investigate that incident.
Okay. You recall the incident you experienced with Anby and Trigger. The relevant details have been recorded as tapes and logged in the video archive. If you have time, you should go refresh your memories with them.
I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity.
Cool. So this is still, we're on track. It's a good thing that we had her stuff completed before we got here. So that is kind of where we're at with that.
So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this. Now that everything is completely finished, this uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now.
Or a completely separate character, because we can take both Anbys in on our team.
We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught.
And that's the that was the thing where they were trying to establish the Silver Squad program, which was what created Anby and Soldier 11 and a number of other bioengineered fighting machines, effectively. And then Anby essentially flunked out by choice in order to save Soldier 11. But that's all story. That's another kind of recap of her story, I guess. Definitely go check that one out too. That was Silver Song of something. Echoes of Silver. That was what her story was called.
And who's this young lady?
Me? Oh, that one. Her name's Vivian. She's my friend. We're having soft tacos later. Welcome to TikTok.
Her name's Vivian. She's my friend. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hare's most powerful members. And Trigger, an
name drop
sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
I hope Proxy says something about that.
You know us? Looks like someone's done our homework. Is it because of the proxy?
You two are practically celebrities. And because of my work, I've got loads of info when it comes to anyone with a name around New Eridu.
Wait a minute. Her voice. Was that one of the voices we heard when Bell glitched out and Fairy activated? Because there was a scene or a cutscene or something that there was a male voice and a female voice, if I remember correctly, that was talking in the background about one of them has already been activated, and one of them said which one, and they mentioned it was Fairy. That might be her, and that would be a weird connection to something from eons ago. Sounds really familiar.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow. Unless you have any further questions, we'll be taking our leave now.
You're going into a Hollow? Proxy, you plan on going in like that?
Yeah, it's because they don't know that we're able to. Yeah, that's right. We upgraded our computer and now I can go into the Hollows. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately, so I don't need any protective equipment in the Hollows.
You shoot a wink at Andy and Trigger, who both notice your signal and don't ask any more questions. Right at that moment, a rather familiar-looking lady appears. Oh.
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
This is my family heirloom. Please buy it for me. Wah.
Hello. I didn't expect to see you again, young lady.
What? What?
Vivian, are you alright? You look depressed.
Are you okay, Vivian?
What's wrong, Vivian? Are you feeling okay?
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there. So then, what are you doing here?
Don't worry. I'm not here to scam you. I'm waiting to meet someone.
Don't tell me. You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad, I presume? Pleasure to meet you.
Wow. That's an odd twist.
All right. I'm going to exchange some information with Miss Ambi here. So if you'll excuse me.
Sienna steps to the side with Ambi as they discuss something. Meanwhile, you look at Vivian with some concern. You aren't looking so good.
You're not looking so good. Everything okay?
I can tell you later, but not right now.
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, I want you to do something for me. Take me into the Hollow. I left something very valuable inside. I have to find it.
Seeing as we were just about to go in ourselves, why not join us?
So, wait, okay, huh? So we're taking her into the Hollow to get something that she left behind in exchange for the information that she gave to Anby that had absolutely nothing to do with us, but probably does anyway.
It's fine by me. But didn't you say you were investigating something?
Let's just all go in as a big party.
It's fine. There's no rush. Right, Master Proxy.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Huh? Yeah, there really is no rush. Sure, let's all go together.
It'll be safer with more people, and we'll find your missing item more quickly.
Thank you.
Pain, confusion. Is this diner closing down? Hello. Old Demir. Just looking to see if that is a really bright does that say what? Does that say Prime? Something me? Almost looks like it says sake? Sake me? Sakime? Sakime. There's a barcode on it. Let's scan it and find out what the product is. Fascinating. It's just the color on the bottle was so incredibly intense. Okay, Tumbleweed, it's time for you to head on home. And by home, I mean the empty diner, because that's where I store tumbleweeds every time I come out here to visit. Bunk. Gotcha, tumbleweed. Okay. I gotta get it a friend. I don't want it to be lonely. Yeah, a little friend for you. Ooh, there's a big friend. Let's get... I mean, if 2 tumbleweeds are good, then 3's surely even better, right? Put you up there. Let's go get this big tumbleweed. Yeah, look at the size of this tumbleweed. It's bigger than the first one. Slightly. There we go. A whole party of tumbleweeds. Okay. Going down. I'm yelling timber. Bum 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 bum. Okay, here we go, I guess. We have time for a group photo before we leave. No, I'm sorry. I've got to have that. The side glance right as we pulled up the camera. That's great. Okay, and now we'll take the actual group photo. We get this line. Yes, I'm deliberately leaving Sienna out because I want to. Makes the hollow look really cool. It's not cut off the hollow. There we go. Yay! Okay, let's go. I thought you didn't really like her. Proxy, do you believe in faith? I believe what you said before about the Chosen One. You still remember that? That was something else. Proxy, I actually... No, it's nothing. Let's hurry and head into the hollow. I thought there was no rush. That's the whole reason we were taking the Sienna into the hollow.
So, what is it that you all plan to do here?
Yay! Hi.
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. Despite a bad ending, new Eridu's future may well depend on it.
Oh, is that it? Alright. Yay! Wait, is she gonna actually, like, fight alongside us? That would be super cool. I mean, not that it's really gonna matter because I'm Andy.
Save your strength, Andy. Recalibrating. Roger.
Oh, it's a grenade.
Move it. Now it's my turn to ask questions. What exactly is it that you're investigating? Since you're familiar with the name Silver, then you should know that it shouldn't exist anymore. What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Ooh, I can go this way. Wow, this is a lot of area that's not the main area that I can go to. Strike that. I think it was the direction I was supposed to be going. Interesting. Oh, does it just like loop around? That's cool.
Ether vision activate.
Why? Haha, get countered.
Quick shot. Adjusting for wind. Target locked.
Proxy, let's use that fissure to head to the next location.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fissure. Get warped.
This is the place.
Tumbleweeds! Tumbleweed, 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 tumbleweed. Tumbleweed. Oh, look, a box that I can't save because it's outside of my range. Okay, fine. We'll go around and go find it. Oh, wait. I heard another box. Rescue the box. Thank you. Haha, I found it. You're safe now, box. Okay, push the barrel. No. But I can push the... Is that a capybara? Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. Come here, tumbleweed. I'm gonna get you out of the battlefield. I don't want you to get hurt. My tumbleweed friend.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. I was excavating ether here before and accidentally lost it somewhere. Please, could you all help me find it? It has to be somewhere among all this stuff here.
Sure, I'll start looking. I'll go with you. I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. Go ahead and accompany the others. I'm sure it'll be faster that way. And sorry for wasting your time like this. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Do you remember the legendary artist mentioned by the host during that previous auction? Unrecognized during his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely popular. Sounds like quite the nice story, right? In reality, these art collectors are to blame for his death. Those pompous big shots discovered his talent and even wanted him to craft forgeries of his famous works. Someone as proud as him would never agree to such a thing. Not only did he refuse, he also wanted to expose their schemes. And some days later, he suddenly took his own life. I knew him. He would never do something like that. Those big shots silenced him. How do you know all of this? Because that legendary artist was my husband, Mira's father. So the art piece was actually a family heirloom. My condolences. Thank you, but I might not need it anymore. So who exactly are those big shots you're talking about? Given the circumstances, it's fine to tell you. It's the Ravenlock family. The matter I just discussed with Miss Anby is also related to them. The collectible you asked me to bid on earlier, I should probably return it to you. Don't worry about it. But isn't it your husband's final work? It's fine. Our bond doesn't rely on any keepsakes, and I don't need those to remember him. It's much better off in your hands than someone like Hartman's. Proxy, may I speak with Miss Sienna alone for a moment? Of course. Vivian and Sienna step aside and discuss something in private. Alright, regarding the matter of finding the ring, I'm entrusting it to you. It's my wedding ring. I would be extremely, extremely grateful to you. I'ma find it for ya! Also gonna get attacked by an Ethereal, I'm sure, but I'ma find it for ya. Suspicious item? Find some food left in the hollow for unknown reasons. Clearly there's no sign of the ring Sienna is looking for among these items. Proxy, if you're hungry, I have brought some food with me. Do I really look like I want to eat those leftovers? Thanks, I'm not hungry. Okay, you can't eat those even if you're starving.
There's leftover food here. I I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Ooh, that bag. There's a capybara in the chair. Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. Capybara, capybara, capybara. As much as I stumble over words when I'm trying to talk other times, I'm impressed that I can pull that off. Oh look, it's a capybara! You find a plush toy. After squeezing and kneading it thoroughly, you realize it doesn't have what you're looking for. But it is a capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. Capybara, capybara, capybara. No one would hide a ring inside the stuffing of a plush toy, right? Don't worry, there's nothing inside. I've already gone through it.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Do they only hide rings?
Pretty cute.
Aww. Do they only hide rings in toys that are not emotionally stable? Also, I can't take a picture of the capybara. Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. A suspicious item. You find a lunchbox. After bracing yourself, you crack it open and peek inside. Whether lucky or unlucky, the box is empty. No one would put a ring in a lunchbox. It would spoil the taste. Is that the main concern?
It's a fancy lunchbox?
Fancy!
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
You find some scattered oil barrels. After careful searching, you find nothing resembling the ring inside them. Does Sienna actually want to find this so-called ring? What do you mean? She said she's looking for the wedding ring, but she also said she doesn't need any objects to remember her husband. We've been searching here for so long and found nothing at all. Maybe the ring never existed in the first place. It was just an excuse. Let's go back.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
I'm worried about Sienna. Her location should still be safe.
Blammo.
Could the ring be in that gas tank?
It's oddly specific, and also we can
Good thing this gas tank is empty.
pass through there. Gas tank. What gas tank are we talking about? Oh look, Sienna. She's not safe. What? By the time you return, you discover Sienna with her eyes closed peacefully.
Her vital signs are gone.
Whoa, that turned in a hurry.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
Shortly before.
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. I'm very sick and don't have much longer. If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
So this is her way of making Ravenlock pay to take care of her daughter because she was going to die anyway, and almost as a compensation of sorts for what she accuses him of having done to her husband.
Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? That will secure a generous compensation package for my daughter. It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will. I'm just awfully sorry you had to get involved in this. But it's something I must do. I have to leave something behind for my girl. I have to give her a chance at life.
She should have given her a chance at having a family and got the treatments, and yeah.
If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me? Tell her, don't worry. Even if Mommy's body is corrupted, withers away, and turns to dust, my love for you will always be there. Thank you. You're a good kid.
After saying this, Vivian falls silent for a moment.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Yes. Because I saw it.
Vivian falls silent for a moment, as if recalling the memory of back when she shed tears in front of Sienna.
You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters. That's all I've ever been able to see.
It's all that kid's fault!
Yikes.
She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
Prophecies, she says. Like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What good is saying you're sorry? Things like this keep happening every time you open your mouth.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here. Nobody wants her around.
If only she would just disappear.
I just wanted to warn you all. I'm sorry.
After recounting the stories of her past, Vivian stays silent for a long time, as if struggling to break free from the shackles of those dark memories.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change. Sometimes I even wonder whether it's me predicting these things, or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
It's not your fault.
Vivian, it's not your fault. You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what. I just hope she finally gets to rest in peace. I hope no misfortune, whether I foresee it or not, ever happens to anyone.
So, Miss Vivian, do you always cry when you have a prophecy? Yes, every time a prophecy appears, I can't help but shed tears. That's significant, both because it's highlighted in yellow in the text, and because it seems like a significant thing. Indicator. I used to wonder if I could just hold back my tears, then maybe these bad things wouldn't happen. But I just can't do it. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. You're being too hard on yourself. Vivian falls silent for a moment, seemingly unwilling to continue the topic. Sienna said that the compensation from the Ravenlock family's hollow corruption insurance is enough to settle her daughter Mira for life. Though it's hard to imagine the notoriously stingy Hartman engaging in such a money-losing business. Maybe Topps demands it. Yeah, I think so too. Actually, there have been rumors that the Ravenlock family had fallen out of favor with Topps for a while now. That's why they're becoming so desperate, afraid of being abandoned by the mighty Topps. Sienna is actually a skilled intelligence broker. She retired from the business a while ago. I see. No wonder she was able to gather classified information. She said she tried many ways, but everything was useless against the untouchable Ravenlock family. She still couldn't avenge her lover. But I believe everything she did was meaningful. The same goes for you, Miss Vivian. Everyone, it seems there are Ethereals nearby. It's not safe to linger. Let's keep moving forward.
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Whoa, that's kind of an out-of-the-blue question. Let me think. I think it can.
Is that so? Only the battlefield was just another scene in a movie. In my memories, this has happened countless times already. Why can I only see these misfortunes? Why can't I even have a sliver of happiness?
In position.
Proxy, the fissure that we're looking for is up ahead.
Can I bring my tumbleweeds? My tumbleweed wants to come with us. I tried to bring my tumbleweed. Oh, this place looks nice. Hey, a pool. It's empty. Closed for the season, I suppose. Nice. No, these are not really ethereals.
What you deserve.
Hey, he brought a friend.
Move behind me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Adjusting for wind. Increased firepower. Quick shot. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. Sound strategy. I think it's about time.
We should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Thank you.
She gave us the intel we needed, so this is the least we could do. I hope everything else goes well for you.
Trigger and Ambi leave.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know? You can just ask.
Oh, okay. So they took Sienna since we still had work to do. Let's wait until you feel comfortable telling me.
I'm curious about your story, Vivian. But we can talk more once you feel ready. Don't worry, I can wait.
You're the first person to ever say that to me. I'd be happy to share my story with you. These premonitions I see are not within my control, and they always come to me in a flash, like a flood of images in my mind. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents, and disasters. Of course, there are also some non-fatal mutilations. But every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it. If that offends Master Proxy and you don't want to hang out with me anymore, then I can understand.
I don't mind.
I don't mind at all. That's just who you are, Vivian. I'd like to keep hanging out with you.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
I think it's a gift.
It's not a curse. If anything, I think you've been given a gift.
Thank you. Really.
Perspective shift.
Well, it's getting late. Bringer's belongings ought to be around here somewhere. Let's take a closer look.
She sounds like she's got a little bit of her squeaky fangirl back.
To the previous clues, what Bringer left behind is hidden inside a vending machine.
A vending machine? At a, motel? Oh, I can't go up the stairs. That would have been a perfect opportunity to go up the stairs. Here's a vending machine. I found it. The vending machine. Bringer's belongings are probably stashed away in there. Why the vending machine? That's the intelligence I got. Maybe Bringer thought this was a good spot, or it's an ambush. Anyway, let's look around first. You search the vending machine up and down, but find nothing.
Looks like it isn't in here.
Find another vending machine. Oh, a box to save!
Let's try this vending machine. It might be the one we're looking for.
Ooh, there's two here. A box to save first! Wow, that's 4 boxes in one instance. I knew it. There must be other vending machines nearby. This should be the one. Bringer's belongings. What could they be? Search the vending machine in front of you and still
Strange.
nothing.
There's nothing in here. This vending machine looks a little suspicious too.
Ooh, this one's different. Chewy coffee?
I have a feeling it might be inside this one.
Ooh, buy one, get one free. Get a grip. Proxy, I have a feeling. My head's reeling. My heart is screaming. I'm about to bust loose. Bottled up emotion. It's more than a notion. Bringer's belongings are definitely inside this vending machine in front of us. Is this your prophecy? I believe you. Alright, let's search it thoroughly. You carefully search the vending machine and still find nothing. Just as you're about to give up, you kick the vending machine by accident. Boom! Where a drink would normally roll out, a worn-out notebook appears instead. Wow, Master Proxy, so this is how it's done? You're leagues ahead of professional intelligence brokers. Oh, look. It's a Hugo in the pool.
Is that all?
Bringer's notebook. Old and worn look. It seems to have a lot of locations of interest marked down. Whee! Make the notebook spin.
This is it. This notebook is what Bringer left behind. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
I have an AI that can solve that for us. You and Vivian flip through Bringer's notebook together, ignoring the surrounding danger for some time, until the shriek of an Ethereal suddenly rings out nearby. However, a moment later, a strange yet familiar figure materializes to block the Ethereal, disposing of it with ease.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. It's been a while.
I'm gonna take your hand, Hugo. Not in a creepy, getting married sort of way.
Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I did just save your lives.
It's funny because his response is fitting for my statement as well.
I would have protected the Proxy even if you hadn't appeared.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area. Worry not, dear companion. I have complete confidence in your strength.
Confirmation that Vivian is connected to Hugo. So you two know each other?
Hang on, did you say companion? So you two know each other?
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before.
You had a chance and you conveniently didn't because you said hit and then you changed and said your information.
I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate, Mockingbird.
That's a problem.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction thanks to some help from Vivian backstage.
So you're only bidding on the collection so you can get backstage.
So, the whole time, you were only bidding on the collection so you could get backstage and mess with things?
I warned you before. You can't rely on appearances.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. We don't have any ulterior motives here.
I don't believe anything you say, Hugo.
As you've
You'll get eaten
probably
by an
heard,
Ethereal.
Mockingbird is a renowned Phantom Thieves syndicate in New Eridu that, despite its longevity, has managed to maintain the secrecy of its members' identities to this day.
I'm telling Lycon.
So, disclosing our identities to you is essentially the highest sign of good faith that a Mockingbird Phantom Thief can show.
I am still telling Lycon. But Lycon said...
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous and we should be careful.
That's not gonna go over well.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other.
Except for you're a random guy that just showed up and has been problematic ever since, and Lycon is awesome. So, I mean...
Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships with outstanding proxies like yourself.
We need your abilities.
Yeah, and I need my stone.
Before you make any decisions, please allow me to briefly explain the concept behind the Mockingbird Syndicate.
And also, the problem is here that the Mockingbird was supposedly going to use the stone, the sacrifice gem, to destroy New Eridu, or attack it at least. And that's not gonna work.
We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
People from tops splurge on luxurious collectibles, while the poor have to gamble with their own lives just to get by. Of course, besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering, hope and despair, love and hate. It's all just so unfair. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more.
So he thinks he's a pseudo Robin Hood.
If you ask me, that's enough to be considered a form of justice.
Vigilantism, maybe, at best. I disagree.
I don't really agree with this form of justice.
No matter. Words inherently come with limitations. I intend to let my actions do all the talking.
Well, you attacked Lycon, and unfortunately, Lycon is one of my guys, so...
However,
we got problems
aside
with
from
your
these
actions.
philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with.
Mary Chrysler.
As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu.
Did you not just steal the stone for them?
We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. Something those pompous housekeepers would never be willing to do.
I'm still gonna tell him.
And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. I think that makes this a highly competitive deal. We share the same goal for the moment, stopping the impending disaster from playing out.
I'm gonna have to think about this and also call Lycon.
I need some time to think about it.
How about this? If you still have misgivings about our upcoming cooperation, then why don't you bring Lycon along with you?
He'll go for your throat.
He's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. That would put you more at ease, right?
It's like he's listening to my comments.
Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along, provided they aren't from public security or HSO.
Fair enough. I mean, you are quite literally a criminal, and also being a proxy is illegal in New Eridu as well, so that wouldn't be great. Well, if those are the terms.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along, then you've got a deal.
So I wonder if it's going to actually like physically prevent me from using like Miyabi and Haramasa, Tsukishiro, Zhu Yuan, Qingyi, any of those that are from those groups that he said couldn't join us.
Great. It's a deal. By the way, Proxy, this is for you.
Cute. Collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, but it seems hollow inside. Might that mess with its value? I'm concerned that this is going to be either some kind of a spy device or some kind of a tracking device, and either way, it probably isn't great. Why am I so mistrustful of spooky Vivian? Oh, because she's connected with Hugo.
Consider it a souvenir commemorating our first time working together.
Can't wait till she finds out that we're Faith. And
for now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook. I'll contact you if anything comes up.
I don't trust you at all, Hugo. Not at all. I literally could throw you farther than I trust you. After leaving the hollow, Hugo and the others return to the video store. This doesn't look like the video store. Also, why am I Hugo? Like, change me back. I want to be anybody else. I don't want to be Viz. I have an unreasonable disdain for Hugo. Since we're already at the video store, should we ask Master Proxy to recommend some films? My apologies, everyone, but I need to take my leave and go take care of my art gallery now. So you actually own a gallery? I also need a convenient social identity for various reasons. The title of gallery owner works quite well. Alright, I'll stay with Master Proxy for a bit longer. But Hugo, you've been oddly busy lately. You're not hiding something from me, are you? Well, shortly before. I don't want a Hugo backstory. Take your Hugo flashbacks and go somewhere else. He feels unreasonably tall. Well, hi, Casey. Well, if it isn't our dear collector, Mr. Hugo. Long time no see. I assume you've finished the task I asked you to do, yes? Done as promised. I've already found buyers for the goods you gave me. No shortage of big names among them. Of course, I've also recommended your gallery to them as instructed and spread the word about it in the circle. But getting rid of all this exquisite stuff so suddenly, you're not in trouble, are you? If you have funding issues, I'm also your guy. I've got friends who offer loan services. Thank you for your concern, but my cash flow is very healthy, and I have more than just you as my middleman. In essence, I'm just looking to boost my gallery's reputation in the scene. I see. Those rare pieces in your collection definitely caught a few eyes. I'm sure they're all looking forward to collaborating with you. Thank you for the kind words. Alright, it's getting late. I should head off now. See you next time. Now, time to find that guy. I remember him mentioning that he would dress up in something more presentable this time. Let's meet at Lumina Square. Yeah. I dislike Hugo. Ooh, find the well-dressed informant. Casual young man. What game are you playing? You got games on your phone? You're scrolling sideways through Bang Boo TikTok. Your gameplay is not, dude. Just turn your phone. Turn it. No, it just left. No, just the fact that they. Oh man. Is that a fish? That is a fish and a squid. And a fish and a squid. Don't know. Hey, Snowy, you're my confidential informant, aren't you? Now is not the time for this. Okay, so there's only 3 people, and this is the wellest dressed of them all. But it's probably him over there in the alley with the fish. Huh? When the musician's 3rd string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers to me, in which hand hides the coin for the underworld ferryman. The left hand holds death. The right hand holds deception, but the raven has already flown away with the answer. Ugh, I can't get over the embarrassment every time I say this. It's quite poetic, isn't it? The meeting with Hartman has been scheduled. He'll be waiting for you in that same private suite. Or should I say for Hugo, a renowned collector and gallery owner. Thanks, I knew I could count on you. Still, I have to ask, you're not looking to make the Ravenlocks your enemy, are you? And say if I am, and if I say I am? Not like I can stop you anyway. You've already caused the scene at the auction. That robe of heroes stunt? I can't believe you came up with that. Hartman's been on the move lately. That organ trafficking case from before is linked to him too. I also heard that they're dropping big money on some kind of drug research. The Ravenlocks have always been a bunch of cold-blooded jerks, but doing all kinds of messed up things that make your blood boil, and swept everything under the rug with money and power, leaving the victims with no justice. But Hartman, he's the worst of the bunch. Rumor says that he personally took out the previous heir and clawed his way to the throne. I know. Relax. I don't plan on clashing with him head on. You'd better not. I don't want to witness Mockingbird's folly of trying to crack a stone with an egg. I prefer to see it as more of a gambit. I can never win an argument against you anyway. Don't forget, the Ravenlock family's in bed with those Exaltus lunatics. Who knows what awful scheme they've been cooking up lately. In any case, as your old friend, I sincerely wish you all the best. Thank you. By the way, how is Lycon doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, it's Adidas Man. Look at his hair. Doesn't this guy work at the police shop store place? What? I know you two split up, but it's been years. Are you still not over it? Don't know, don't care. If there's nothing else, I'll get going now. All right, fine. Good luck. The students nearby seem to be having an intense discussion, and you hear a familiar name. So that Mockingbird Phantom Thieves Syndicate only looks flashy, but hasn't actually accomplished anything, right? Tops remains unshakable, and those big families are just a step away from getting total control. It's possible that even the mayor can't keep them in check. But doesn't the mere existence of Mockingbird serve as some kind of warning? Every time they release a crime warning letter, fear erupts among these evildoers. Really? But what can they actually change? In the end, it's probably just a game. To the big shots, Mockingbird's like a fly. Annoying, but not deadly, so they just let it be. So, what do you think should happen? If you ask me, you have to dismantle everything from within if you truly want change. Without power or influence, it's all futile. The first step should be accumulating resources by any means necessary, and if possible, joining Tops. After all, to establish a new order, the old one must be demolished, just like how creation requires destruction. That sounds exactly like something a villain would say. If it's really possible to join Tops, many would probably defect immediately. True, who would turn down money? It's almost time for the meeting with Hartman. Time to go. I don't wanna. Your invitation has been confirmed. Esteemed guest, would you like to enter the private suite now? Have some unwanted company. Arrogant man. You the one who has business with Master Hartman? Correct. Master Hartman's time is extremely valuable, and he has graced you with this meeting amid his busy schedule. I sincerely hope you bring something substantial to the family. Haha, worry not. I stand here precisely because I have enough leverage. Huh, you've had better.
How about it? Will you work with me?
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place.
He's like, these are things I trade all the time. This is easy stuff.
My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
For free?
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Smart kid.
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance?
This also makes me trust him even less.
If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Ooh, I like toast. Hartman calls over the waiter and pours out 2 glasses of some expensive-looking, deep crimson liquid. He lifts his glass and nods to Hugo before draining it in one gulp. Hugo flashes a smug grin as he follows suit and takes a gulp.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
Somebody's getting poisoned.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him!
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
Nice. Super dark backstory.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled!
He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was number 1.
He was number 1. That child's name is Schmitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist.
Ooh.
This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
On the other side, after Hugo leaves. Proxy, you look like you have something to say. About that chosen one. Well, truth is, we've always wanted the chance to work with you. Hugo said you're the best proxy he's ever met. The chosen proxy. In other words, chosen one. Fine, I believe you. By the way, are you free now? If you're not busy, would you mind taking a walk outside with me? Anywhere is fine. You arrive at Luminous Square with Vivian.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If I were to head back now, I probably wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Oh, I see. We've got
You're a
it.
child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way. Why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
There really no hollows out here?
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
Fated?
I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self.
I'm gonna change all that as soon as I tell you who I really am.
Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
My aura's never been pinker. Somebody get that reference too,
By
please.
the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Why don't I get a stand up for Lycon? What's your take on Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
After chatting for a while, you say goodnight to Vivian. It's getting late. Time to head back to the video store and get some proper rest. Now that surely completed the part A of the epilogue. Nope. Belle, you came home late today. I had a chat about life with a friend. I had a long chat with Vivian. I see. It's getting late, so let's call it a day. Once Vivian and the others get in touch, we'll have a lot to investigate. Belle, Vivian has contacted us. She said you'll be investigating the Hollow tomorrow. In addition to her, Hugo, Lycon, Anby, Hugo and Lycon. Anby, whom we recommended before, will also join this operation. She'll explain the details when she comes to pick you up at the video store tomorrow. But are you still planning on heading straight into the Hollow like you did the last few times? I'm used to it. Vivian and the others will protect me. Alright. So many friends around this time, there shouldn't be as much risk. I'll wait for you at home then. No matter what, remember, safety first. Let's get some rest for now. You are about to enter immersive storytelling. No, do not continue. Still part A. I'm glad this is longer than I thought it was. So that's pretty sweet. We are going to go ahead and wrap up there for today. We actually didn't complete any achievements. I'm kind of surprised on that. Alrighty, well, for those of you watching after the stream, I do want to remind you that we stream these videos live at twitch.tv/unexpectedlyrandom. We are here Monday through Saturday at roughly sometime in the evening PM Central Time. We aim for 7-ish o'clock, but that doesn't happen very often. Make sure you follow us on Twitch to join the chaos and check out our streaming schedule for the current lineup. We also have a Facebook and Instagram. Those are the best places to stay up to date with any changes that may occur pertaining to the streaming schedule. And we have a TikTok and the social media platform formerly known as Twitter if you want to check us out over there. Otherwise, if you're enjoying the content there on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot and it lets us know what content you guys are enjoying. That is everything for this episode of Zenless Zone Zero. Hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. But before we leave, we're going to pull 10 on our Bang Boo signal search and see if we can get Plug Boo. Why? Because why not? And that's a negative. I still love this music. It's phenomenal. Yay! Explore Boo. I don't think he's new. That should be the last one. Nope, he was not. Okay, well, we gave it a shot. So, we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay random.